Hi, my name's Erin Jenkins. I work for the Division of Plant Industry here at the Florida Department of Agriculture. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make your at-home yellow-legged hornet trap. First, you want to gather materials that are about a half gallon to gallon more. This is where you're going to pour your bait solution. Next, you also want to have a strainer, grape juice, brown sugar, a spoon to mix the bait with, a permanent marker, a scalpel or knife of some sort to cut into the boxes, and then an assortment of different measuring cups to help with the mixture and not clump everything together. Now that you've collected your items, go ahead and take your plastic jug, and you're going to use your permanent marker to make a circle on your bottle. Make sure it's big enough that any type of hornet can make it through. So now that you've had that circle put on there, you'll get your scalpel or knife of whatever sort, and you want to place it down. You're going to want to cut around that circle edge. So you went all the way around. And then you'll want to pop that circle through, and then we can continue, and just make sure you only do one on one side, because when we pour the product and the bait solution, you don't want all sides to be open up because it'll pour all over you. Now that you've cut your hole into your container, you're going to go ahead and get your brown sugar ready and packed in your material. You're going to pour about a half a cup. There's no need to pack it in, just loosely pour it in to be about half a cup. You're going to pour this into your larger container just for mixing purposes. You want to go ahead and grab your grape juice, and you're going to pour 1 cup of grape juice. Now that's that done, you're going to pour that back into that material where the brown sugar is located. Now that that's been combined together, you're going to go ahead and give it a good stir. This just ensures that the sugars have mixed in with the grape juice, and that way you don't have any standing with sugars just hanging out at the bottom of the container. Okay, now that the bait material is ready to go, we're going to go ahead and pour it into our trap that we just created. Make sure that, again, you're tilting your container away from the hole that you created, so that way you're not spilling it all over yourself or the ground. Now that your material is in there, you can switch it around just in case you did have some leftover sugar stuck at the top. And now your trap is ready to hang. Now that you've poured your bait solution into your trap, you're going to go ahead and collect any type of twine or rope that'll be able to assist with holding this trap onto a tree or whatever option that you may have nearby. So in this case, we're probably going to do about roughly 3 feet of material. And you're first going to just wrap this around the thread at the bottom of the bottle, and go ahead and tie a really good knot there. I normally tie in a double knot, so that way, again, when it holds the material, it's not going to fall off. Once you've felt that is secure enough, you're going to go ahead and replace the lid on top of the bottle. Now that you've selected a good tree that's in your yard location, you're going to go ahead and find a sturdy branch, one that can hold your bait trap. Once you find that certain location, make sure that you place the pole in the direction of anything that can fly in. You don't want to place it in towards the tree, because then at that point they won't be able to find it as well. So now that you've got it secured, go ahead and tie it off. you had time and it's already lapsed through and you've been monitoring your yellow-legged hornet trap, you're gonna go ahead, visually look to make sure there's nothing flying around. If there's not, go ahead, open the top of your trap. This is when your colander is going to come in handy, just in case you do have any sort of bugs that are in here. Make sure again that you're watching where the hole is that you cut out and turn it away from the direction you're gonna pour. At this point, we didn't have anything in our bycatch, and this trap was good to go. If you think you found a yellow-legged hornet in your big hive trap, please contact the DPI helpline at 888-397-1517 or dpihelpline@fdex.gov. Thanks for watching.